Today, I'm going to show you how to make my favorite food, rice. A lot of people struggle with making rice without a rice cooker. I'm going to show you how to make it on the stovetop perfectly every single time. Let's get to it. I know it sounds crazy that my favorite food is rice, but this is truly the best rice. My friends have actually called it the rice because once you have this, there's no other rice to go back to. Okay, to get started, we need a few things. Shallot, you could also use an onion, a red onion, or even scallions. As a little bonus, I am regrowing scallions right here. Should definitely try it in quarantine. You need olive oil, obviously rice, white wine. If you're not into wine, you could just use more stock. Chicken stock, you could also use vegetable stock, and of course salt. So this is actually a rice pilaf, which means it's made with stock. You could use the same proportions just to make white rice with water, but this is gonna be a lot better. Okay, let's get to it. So I'm gonna give my shallot a chop. I'm using one medium shallot, but the size doesn't really matter here. You could use a small onion, you could add some garlic. You're just adding more flavor. And I'm just gonna thinly slice these. Okay, that's all the prep you need to do. Moving over here, it's my favorite part every time. Okay, I'm going to set the pot over high heat and add the olive oil. Once the oil gets hot, I'm gonna add the shallots. You can tell it's hot when it starts to shimmer, it gets this like glossy finish on top. Shallot time. Pick up your shallots, your onions, again, whatever you have, and add them to the pan. Give them a few stirs until they start to soften. They'll be really aromatic. These are just the building blocks of flavor. I'm just trying to get the shallots softened, a little golden brown, but not burnt. Okay, while those go, just a quick note about rice. So a lot of people will say that the real way to make rice is to rinse it first. Rinse it until the water runs clear. It's just a way to remove the starch. When I make rice at home, I literally never do this. I have found that for me, it doesn't really make a difference. If you want to, go ahead, but I'm gonna skip that part. Add the rice to the shallots. And once again, give it a stir. So I'm just making sure that the rice is fully coated with the olive oil. I'm just toasting it for a minute or two, which is gonna add this great nutty flavor, and it's also a way to ensure that the grains don't stick together. So once the rice is toasted, add the wine. So you're actually gonna cook the alcohol off. It takes about a minute or two. You're just gonna cook it until you don't smell alcohol anymore. If you don't want any alcohol, just use more stock. Okay, so the wine is kind of deglazing the pan. So if you have any like little shallot bits, it's gonna scrape it right off. It's also adding a ton of flavor. Once again, I know, this is all about flavor. And lastly, I'm going to add the stock and a good pinch of salt. And give it all a stir. I'm just gonna let this come to a boil, put the lid on, and then simmer it on the lowest setting for 18 minutes. That part is really crucial. Don't do it on low, do it on simmer. Trust me, this is the way to perfect rice. Okay, it's about ready to go. Time to put the lid on. Goodbye, rice. And I'll see you in 18 minutes. I know it's tempting to peek, but do not open the lid. Trust me, wait 18 minutes, it's gonna work out. While we're waiting for the rice to cook, this would be a really good time to like and subscribe to my channel. And as always, follow me on Instagram. After the timer went off, I let this sit for 5 minutes, and it's perfect. I'm gonna put this in a bowl and show you what it looks like. You can see how the grains didn't stick together. It's fluffy. I know you can't smell it, but it smells amazing. It's the perfect rice. Wow, that is one big, beautiful bowl of rice. Also, you know what? Shout out to my mom. This is her recipe. It's the best. She's the best cook.